If you have a government which pays lip service to human rights, and they go to the United Nations and make speeches about human rights, and they ratify the United Nations covenants on human rights, we are able to try to use this information of their own double standards, and we try to confront them with, in fact, the absolute illogicality and nonsense of the things which they are themselves saying. So that when I say we're not a protest movement, we are a movement which tries to understand the reasons which could motivate someone to put someone into prison, and then try and use those same arguments to get them out.
They try to stop me. They try to silence me because the truth is on my side.
When I started working with bonded labor, I started filing cases to get them released. And then there were hundreds and hundreds who started coming to the courts.
We all live with friends. I don't even think about it anymore when I'm walking around with a Kalashnikov on my side.
International awards do make a difference, not only towards your safety or your personally, but it makes a difference to the whole movement for human rights. I mean, it was celebrated by everybody.
El clima de violencia creciente e impune, denunciado acuciosamente a las autoridades que lo podían haber frenado con anterioridad a este indignante desenlace. Los premios en derechos humanos están reconociendo en el fondo las violaciones y la falta de respeto a los mismos.
I met many victims. I saw horrible things, but I also met many nice people. Many ordinary people with dignity, with compassion. People who were very brave in very dangerous situations. It's always hope, always big support.
Quand j'ai vu des orphelins issus de ces répressions sous Hissène-Habré, j'ai eu très très mal au cœur et je me suis dit pourquoi ne pas prêter ma voix à certains qui étaient qu'on peut qualifier de sans voix, qui ne savaient où aller.
Ce prix a été d'une très grande importance pour moi. Ça a été une protection pour moi parce que les gens devaient faire attention et continuent d'ailleurs à faire attention.
En Afrique de l'Ouest et partout dans le monde, du courage.
Je dois défendre. J'ai vu des atrocités, j'ai vécu des atrocités et ces atrocités, on ne doit pas les oublier.
Por parte de la inteligencia militar estaba ya diseñado el plan para asesinarme y tenían las rutas de mi casa a la oficina, fotos. Yo considero que el premio Martín Ennals se me dio como un reconocimiento a la perseverancia y mostrar a las autoridades no podemos ser objeto de ataques y al hecho de mantenerme en mi trabajo en el país.
Fear and maybe paranoia can be paralyzing more than the dictatorships that we live in ourselves. So it's always extremely important for human rights defenders from different parts of the world to be given an opportunity to meet and to share.
They were writing about us being lesbians. On front page it says, hang them. on front page. In a social movement, you really need other networks, mainstream networks. To be on that list of people who have really gone out of their way to fight for human rights, to fight for peace, to fight for justice, I feel that this will bring our work to even another level that it's not yet on.
បាត់បង់ជីវិតផ្សេងៗទាំងអស់នេះគឺតាំងពីតូចរហូតដល់ថ្មប៉ុណ្ណឹងគឺថ្មមិនចង់ឃើញនៅពេលដែលបានទទួលពានរង្វាន់ជាអន្តរជាតិហើយគឺមានន័យថាឈ្មោះយើងសវត្ថិភាពយើងគឺជាលក្ខណៈអន្តរជាតិអញ្ចឹងធ្វើឲ្យរដ្ឋាភិបាលអាជ្ញាធរនឹងអាចមិនសូវជាហ៊ានគំរាមកំហែងផងដែរ
This is a recognition to the line of volunteers, to the lawyers who have been working non-stop, and mostly, and to the closest to my heart, to the families who have been always at the front line. I do realize that it gives protection, international recognition, international attention, which ultimately means that it makes me under more pressure and responsibility to do more, because now I have extra protection than what I had.
Ustedes son los dueños de esa tierra y ustedes tienen el derecho de que los respeten y que los traten con respeto.
El poder ser reconocida con un premio como Martin Ennals, pero también me da la posibilidad de ampliar el reconocimiento personal a otras defensoras y que puedan verse protegidas y verse beneficiadas por el reconocimiento de una e incluir también el reconocimiento de todas.
What do we want? Freedom! What do we want? Freedom! What do we want? Freedom!
When you cry or when you scream, no one can hear you. So, and I thought that it's a better idea for me to be the messenger.
That's really something that I've never thought of it. I have never dreamed about it. The awards has played a major role, and it was like, I mean, let's say, it's just a turning point of my life.
The battle for human rights is absolutely integral within human endeavor, so that we can never be out of date. There will always be infringements of human rights, and the work which we were doing is part of the overall pattern of human development. The only enforcement you have is public opinion, and that's where we're based.